Hey, what's up guys, I'm back with another video. So in this video, let's do the speed test comparison between the Infinix 020 versus the Vivo V23. And the Vivo V23 5G is powered by Dimensity920 5G SoC with 12GB of RAM, while the 020 is powered by a Helio G99 SoC with 8GB of RAM. So on the back, we have a triple cameras on both phones. So I am really excited to see that how much a difference between the Helio G99 versus the Dimensity 920. So on the Vivo, we have 64 megapixel main camera with 8 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel macro, while the 020 has a 108 megapixel main camera with a 13 megapixel ultra wide and a 2 megapixel depth sensor. And the back of the Vivo is made up of glass. 020 has a plastic back, and the frame on both phones is made up of aluminium. On the 020, we have a fingerprint scanner on the side versus the in-display on the Vivo. So on the bottom, we have headphone jack on the 020, which is missing on the Vivo V23. And the Vivo also has single speaker versus the dual speakers on the 020. So without any wasting time, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. So logos came up first on the Infinix, and Vivo is running on Android 13. Front Touch OS 13 versus Android 12, XOS version 12. So let's see which one is faster. So the 020, it is beat the Vivo in terms of the booting up speed. We have a 2-second difference, which is not a really big difference at all, but still 020 it is faster in that area. Now let's talk about the display. So on the Infinix, we have 6.7 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED with 90Hz refresh rate versus a 6.4 inch Full HD Plus AMOLED as well with 90Hz refresh rate. But we have a dual front facing camera inside this notch on the Vivo, normal and a ultra wide, versus a U-shaped notch with a 60 megapixel OIS selfie camera, while Vivo has a 50 megapixel, and the bottom chain it is also much smaller on the Vivo. So the display is better on the Vivo V23 5G. So now check out apps opening speed. So no app is running in the background. We have same Wi-Fi network, phone dialer. That one it is very similar. Again, we have different animation settings. That one looks very similar. Let's go to the display. So 90Hz refresh rate on both phones, as you can see. So now check out some more apps. Amazon shopping, Dimensity 920, Vivo V23 faster there. Scrolling wise, similar. 90Hz feels pretty smooth. Also the display is more vibrant on the Vivo, has a better colors. So now let's see Candy Crush Saga. This way we should see a difference. So we have 1 second difference almost. We have a single speaker versus dual speakers. Let me show you. So here is the Vivo looks like, and here is the 020. So the speakers it is better on the 020. So Instagram faster on the Infinix. Now let's see pin out, faster on the Vivo. Snapchat faster on the Vivo. Tiny bit. Spotify, that one it is pretty similar. Subway Surfer and the Dimensity 920 it is tiny bit faster, but this time 020 is taking the lead. As you can see, the performance level on both phones in these games it is very similar. Sometimes the Vivo is faster, sometimes the 020, but let's see in that game which one is faster. So both phones is on loading screen. 020 again is taking the lead. So Helio G99 powered 020 is beat the Vivo. You can see 1 second difference there. So now let's see PUBG Mobile. In that game we should see a difference. So Vivo is faster. Vivo is done. 020 also done as well. We have 1.5 second difference. In that game we have smooth graphics with extreme frame rate versus a smooth graphics ultra frame rate. So the game performance, it is better on the Vivo. Now let's opening up the Twitter, faster on the Infinix, Zedge, and similar performance. Scrolling feels pretty smooth on both phones. So last I'm launching the cameras on both phones, default camera application. So now let's open camera. So Vivo is way faster, and the cam performance, I feel it is better on the Vivo. So now let's look at the front facing camera. On the Vivo we have a 50 megapixel selfie camera versus a 60 megapixel, and the front facing camera miles better on the Vivo V23. As you can see, exposure level, everything, it is much better on the Vivo. And Vivo also has a ultra wide option on the front, which uses 8 megapixel ultra wide. Now check out internet browsing speed. I am seeing default Google Chrome, so faster on the Vivo. Let's see scrolling, little jitters in the start, and the scrolling, it is choppy on the Vivo. Now it is little better, but scrolling, it is feels better on the 020. So now let's open this. Similar again jitters on the Vivo, as you can see, while the 020 is handling this website fine. So Samsung.com, next website. Vivo is a tiny bit faster. Scrolling wise, now it is pretty smooth. Yes, you can see little jitters sometimes on the Vivo. So now check out RAM management. So we have 8 GB of RAM versus 812 GB on the Vivo. Phone dialer, settings, Amazon shopping, refresh, Candy Crush Saga, still there, Instagram, pin out, Snapchat, Spotify, Subway Surfer, Temper and 2, still there. So RAM management, it is looks really good on both phones. PUBG Mobile, that is refresh on the Vivo. So Vivo, it is not as good as the Infinix, which is a really unexpected thing. Opening up the Twitter and Zedge. So last we're back to the internet browser, still there on both phones. And guys, what I have to say regarding the apps opening speed, as you can see that, and the Vivo V23 5G overall, I would say, is perform faster than the Infinix 020, but in games I don't see a difference between these two devices except on the PUBG Mobile. And other that, system based also, it is very similar on both phones. In terms of the RAM wise, in that area 020 is performing excellent in the RAM management, but we have a lot of refresh on the Vivo despite having a 12 GB of RAM. Also on the Vivo we have a 4200 mAh battery size with a 44 watt fast charging, while the 020 has a 4500 mAh battery size with a 45 watt fast charging support. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like this video. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out.